Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Islamic Preacher and Apologist. And to the rest of you, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Today I'm going to answer this question. Why do Muslims actually kiss the black stone? I was going to forward this particular video from Farid Response. It's very good, but I'd like you to see a glimpse.
And let's see what Islam does with that black stone. Are you ready? 1. Touching and kissing the black stone. According to multiple hadith, when Muhammad arrived in Mecca, he touched and kissed the black stone, and then started doing the tawaf, which is the extremely pagan-looking practice of circling around the Kaaba.
Touching and kissing is not an act of worship, Ridvan. Ridvan, who is a virgin, as I've established previously, has never touched or kissed a woman.
2. Pointing at the black stone during worship.
So, pointing is worship?
Whenever Muhammad passed by the black stone during his unexplainable circles, he would also point at the black stone and shout Allahu Akbar while doing so.
Aywa. He shouted Allahu Akbar. Not black stone is Akbar, alright, Habibi? Yalla, next.
3. Hoping that the black stone will help you. The Messenger of Allah said about the black stone, "By Allah, Allah will raise it on the day of resurrection with 2 eyes by which it sees, and a tongue that it speaks with, testifying to whoever touched it in truth." This is why Muslims nowadays pay respect to the black stone, and hope that it will testify positively for them on the day of judgment.
Personally, I take this narration with a grain of salt since it comes through the path of Ibn Khuthaym, who has been weakened by some hadith scholars. Regardless, believing that something may testify for you on the Day of Judgment does not necessitate that you worship it. As we can see from this verse, one's own limbs will testify against a person on the Day of Judgment.
Now the question still remains, why do they kiss it, why do they point at it, and why do they touch it? And let me explain. Let me first explain to you what the black stone is. Since Muslims have to circumambulate around the Kaaba, they needed a reference point to where they are going to start and to where they're going to end. Black stone. The black stone is the stone which is inset into the southeastern corner of the Holy Kaaba on the outside in a setting of silver. It is regarded as the starting point for tawaf. The stone has suffered desecrations and significant damage over the centuries. It is said to have been struck and smashed to pieces by stone fired from a catapult during the Umayyad siege of Makkah in 683. The fragments were rejoined by Abdullah ibn Zubair, may Allah be pleased with him, using a silver ligament. Now in this example, in this video, I've actually used a fruit basket and a black bottle. Black bottle is to represent the black stone. But people needed to know themselves as well, the number of times they actually circumambulated the Holy Kaaba. So people applied whichever technique suited them the most. Some people would choose to point at it saying, I went round this once, twice or thrice. For them, pointing at the black stone was sufficient. And other people would actually go up to the black stone and kiss it. Now in this example, in this video, I've used a fruit basket. Imagine actually taking a bite of the grape each time actually, going round the basket. Whatever, of course, was much easier for people to remember. Of course, there are going to be some people who are going to say to me, why not use the finger counting technique? Physical movement would have made it easier for people to recollect. And let me give you a hypothetical example of Muhammad Ali. He said, I don't smoke, but I keep a matchbox in my pocket. When my heart slips towards a sin, I burn a matchstick and heat my palm, then say to myself, Ali, you can't bear even this heat. How would you bear the unbearable heat of hell? I'd like to read Sahih al-Bukhari 1597, narrated Ibis bin Rabi'ah. Umar came near the black stone and kissed it and said, no doubt, I know that you are a stone and can neither benefit anyone nor harm anyone. Had I not seen Allah's apostle kissing you, I would not have kissed you. And as for the testimony, it has already been proven a weak narration. I hope that you have all understood that this is nothing more than a ritual, just as baptism is. Sprinkling water 3 times on the head does not make the baby into a worshipper. I hope this helps. Thank you for watching. See you later. Stay safe and save lives. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care and goodbye.